A struggling and injury-ravaged Highlanders side is travelling north for this round of the Super 15 to face the Blues, who are flying high here at Eden Park as we follow the fortunes of Cornflake on his road to the World Cup. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the road to the World Cup, where we are following the fortunes of Cornflake as he makes his way through the season of Super Rugby, looking ahead to the Rugby World Cup in England. And we have an absolute stunner in store once again tonight here at Eden Park. The Blues, who are on top of the world at the moment, they're second in the New Zealand Conference and one of the best sides in the country at the moment. Their form has just amazed every single fan of Blues Rugby. If you've been tuning into the series, you'll know full well their last two matches, they used to get out of jail free cards, very much so. Pierre against the Chiefs, getting a big try in extra time to take the Chiefs out 28-21 after the Chiefs come back strong in that second half and just about stole a draw. The week before that it was the Waratahs. That was a Sydney Football Stadium as well, and the 1 point difference, 14-13 was the final score. The Blues really living by the skin of their teeth and having a great time with it as well. Points are flying from the side, and they've had a little bit of a rejig still with the injury to Francis Saeli. They're having to mix around, find someone to fill in that number 12 jumper. This week it's going to be Pierre going to inside centre. Tavita returns to the left wing. They really don't want to touch Flake, Halai, Visanier, who are all playing quite well at outside centre wing and fullback. There's one change for the forwards as well, with Brendan O'Connor coming in for Braid. A change on the open side of the back row. Other than that, unchanged. A spectacular side on paper, and for once, finally, the Blues are showing it out there on the field. Well, this Highlanders side is having an absolute horror run with injury, missing massive key players here, especially like Ben Smith for one. Sopawanga as well has been out with injury for most of the season for the Highlanders. Two key backline players for this Highlanders squad. Brendan Edmonds, another one from the front row, he is also missing, and a team without those key players are struggling to put the results away. Their only win of the season came last week, remarkably, with a 41-20 win over the Lions. The week before that, though, it was the Chiefs who put the pain on them, 49-19, in an absolute hammering, in a team that is struggling at the moment. They have Aaron Smith still, he's got to be the linchpin for them. Hayden Parker, a solid player. Fekitoa is a spectacular. Him and Naholo have to be the ones that link up and get some points here for the Highlanders, or it could be another bad night at the office. It is the Blues who will be in their home strip, seeing as they're at Eden Park. The Highlanders will be in their green away strip for this match. But we are set to get underway. High west of the ball at halfway. The ref blows whistle and we are underway. It is Super Rugby, road to the World Cup. And the Highlanders come down the ball for the first time, and straight away they got a Naholo. And he is the man to go to for the Highlanders. Smith goes short, tries to find room through the middle with Wheeler.
Advantage.
Now it's swung wide, advantage to the Blues as Flake gets an intercept. It was Latter, the man who made the mistake forward pass. Let's see if we can have a look. Well, there was no forward pass there.
Touch.
Interesting call to kick this one off. 4 minutes in, the Blues with a, well, what would you call it, a lucky break to secure possession just outside the Highlanders 22. Cowan gives it to Kino, who will run to the left and find Flake. Gives a nice hit away high west. There's a try just asking to be scored, and it will be Tavita Lee who will open up for the Blues. That was far too easy. Set piece play. Try time for the Blues. Well, that was just far too easy. Watch this in the replay. Flake made the initial incision with a short pass to High West at Pakes. Once he was behind, Renata had to commit. No one to cover on the wing as Tavita Lee crossed under the watchful eye of Naholo and Aaron Smith. Well, there we go. Too easy for West. And Trent Renata had no choice but to go for the man making the break. That was West, and we know West has a great pass on him too. Floats a bullet away, out to his left winger, Tavita Lee. Good finisher, the young man. Back in the team, had a couple of weeks off. But he's back and he's soaring tries once again. Here's West, and his kick is just wide. Well, that's a disappointing conversion attempt from High West. Looked good enough, but just faded away to go wide. And it's 5-0 to the Blues after just 9 minutes of this one. Hayden Parker wearing the number 10 jumper. Of course, injuries falling all around this Highlanders backline as he goes down to Luatua, finds Mialamu, throws it out, and the Highlanders get it back. Wheeler and Flake gets an intercept, and Brendan O'Connor pulls it down, and the Blues survive another scare. West, quick hands out to Pierre. He's lost that, and Lee comes sliding in to secure this ball. Trouble though, the Blues might not hang on, they'll lose it, and it's back to the Highlanders. Wheeler, big pass, 1-on-1 with Flake, and he takes down Fikatoa, turns him over, that is game-changing, and throws an intercept ball as well. Wow, that is a massive mistake as Aaron Smith goes over the top, and in go the Highlanders. They've got one back almost instantly. Mistake after mistake after mistake from the Blues. Walden is the one to score. There we go. We see Flake made the little bust, but through the offload. And again, the Highlanders not offside, but they were behind the defensive line, were behind the attacking line, as it would have been for the Blues, and just keep getting the turnovers. Destructive stuff from the Blues. They need better than that. As Walden just stuck away from Pierre, just a couple of metres out from the line. That's all he had to do. And well, the Highlanders, a struggling franchise this season, have got themselves in this match. They've scored points that only give them confidence after 17 minutes, and Parker will give them the lead. Good kick from Hayden Parker. The lead is 2 at 7-5. Highlanders over the Blues. Well, the conversion proving the difference at this early stage of the match. Here's West, will get us back underway. Kicks to the left side, Flake chasing hard, going very hard. He turns over, he's got the ball to Cowan. Mialamu in midfield finds West. West shrinks it out to Lee. Lee charging hard, but he's lost it to Wheeler. And here come the Highlanders again. Walden trying to go himself. Already got a try, wants another one. Aaron Smith gets monstered, but gets that kick away. Here's Lalongi Visania. Oh, big high tackle. That's the holo, and this will be a yellow card. Surely the ref had him pocket. There it is. Yellow for Waisaki Naholo. Well, that's a gift for the Blues. The way they've been playing, they've struggled to get out of their 22. Now they've been given an absolute free pass. And they have some time, a man up as well, heading into the half-time break. Still a good 15 minutes left, but if this ball stays in play for a long time, it could be a hard way back for Naholo as O'Connor runs at the line. Kaino away to West, cuts out, goes to Flake. Here's Flake going away, still got Lee. Lee tries to fend through, but gets taken into touch. A good tackle. Cover defense of Aaron Smith, always at the top of his game. Saves the Highlanders once again. As Ash Dixon will throw in the line out, goes to the front. Ainsley puts it down. Here's Parker. Kicking deep down to Visania. This is where the yellow card happened not long ago. Pierre Tow's through. Pierre wanting support. He finds it on Flake. Flake over the tan. He's gone. He's too fast. And no one will catch him. In the corner he goes. Chase from Fikatoa and Renata. They didn't have the speed. And the try to Cornflakes. He gets another. He has been such a key man for this Blues franchise this season. Look at Pierre. What a run from Charles Pierre, and here comes the chase. No chance at all for them. Wow, there's some speedsters in this Highlanders and Blues backline, and this was a real foot race. Parker showed he's got a bit of speed as well, but in the end it was Feketoa and Trent Renata who really had the only chance to catch up with Flake. Neither good enough. And the Blues have regained their lead thanks to the time with the man in the bin proving to be the difference at the moment. 31 minutes ticks over on the clock, and Ohio West has another shot at goal to give them another 2. That's a better kick from West. That's 12-7. The Blues are back in front, and the man in the bin proving a good difference for them at the moment. Parker's back at halfway. They'll want Naholo back as soon as possible as Luatua goes to Mielamu. Beckuis goes short to Kaino. It is Jerome Kaino running away. Oh, he grabs it, chips ahead, and it's gone horribly into touch. That is dreadful from Jerome Kaino. What on earth was he thinking there? The big number 8 looking, oh, well, it's bad for the Blues because it's brought Naholo back on the field. Probably should have taken that to ground. Kaino, poor call. An experienced campaigner as well. Chipping, not really something you expect from your number 8. Taken down the front from Ainley. And here come the Highlanders. To the left side they go. Missing out one. And there's a big break through the middle from Dixon. That is Elliot Dixon, the Highlanders number 8. Short run play. They go left side. It's a chance for Naholo. Back in field it goes. Walden trying to bust away, but he's taken from West. Here's a play here from Aaron Smith. Chips over the top for Sania. Great dedication. Body on the line. Put that ball in his basket and easily took it into contact. West will get the pass from Kaino, and he knows one way to put this into touch. He's happy to go to half-time. Is he, High West? The Blues under pressure. And they come good with the clearance kick, and that will be half-time in this Super Rugby matchup. What a game it's been here so far as well. The Highlanders probably thought to be strugglers, a lot of injury concerns, 4 or 5 players out with injury. The Blues flying high, beating everyone, getting the job done when it matters, the Blues at the moment. But they are struggling along. 12-7 is the half-time score. Possession 61-39, the Blues nudged that one. Territory almost dead even. Both sides making a good number of tackles, but the yellow card could prove to be the difference at the end of this 80 minutes. While Naholo was off the field, the Blues picked up 7 points. Along with that opening try they scored, it's given them the lead into this break. A line break stat there down the bottom, 4-3. Interesting one, the Highlanders proving they are definitely good enough at this level despite all these players out injured. A Highlanders team with an injured Ben Smith is almost something unheard of. Handling errors 6-2. The Blues made a lot of mistakes when the Highlanders scored their only try, and that has really put the pressure on themselves as well. There is 40 minutes to go here in this one. The Highlanders hanging tough and still in with a chance of getting the points out of this match. The Blues though, form is on their side. Good finishing is on their side as well. The second 40 minutes still has a story to tell. Hayden Parker hasn't had much to do tonight for the Highlanders. Solid performance so far as he kicks off again. Up goes O'Connor. Grabs that nicely. The Highlanders might get this straight back. They do. This is good work. And they go left side. Hardy passing to Naholo. And he's taken in a good tackle. This might be turnover ball. It is for West. He finds Toi Pilotu, who throws out the back door and intercepted again. That is horrible play from the Blues. You just need to get rid of it.
Release.
Into contact in the Blues 22. Aaron Smith, oh, big hit.
Release.
Still there though. Here's Honeck. Oh, Honeck has run over the top of Ohio West. Just a few meters short now. Big pass. They look wide and it's kicked ahead. But Visania will have no problems just picking this up and forcing it in goal. Grub it ahead, not the best play from Walden, and it's not paid off for the Highlanders at all. West thumps us downfield, 22 dropout, a lot of distance on this as Visaneer chases hard as they look to the left side over the top of Flake, they go, and Hardy is running away from them all, but eventually he's gone into touch. What a run from Hardy. Wow, I didn't think he was going to get away, but he just seemed to keep going and going and going. Here is the line out. Mealamu, oh, he's had an absolute nightmare. And this is a huge call. The ref has seen enough. He's hit it with the not straight throws. First one of the match. Mealamu's in the bin. Well, it's been a while since we've seen that.
Crouch.
But it is
Touch.
man in the bin, yellow card for Kevin Mealamu for a throw not straight into the line out. Can you believe what we're seeing? Almost farcical stuff from the ref there. As it turns out, it will be a scrum feed for the Highlanders as Parker gets ball and West at the same time. He somehow slips it off.
Release.
Naholo goes to contact. Here's Aaron Smith, a two-man tackle.
Release.
Drives him to the 10-metre line, and they've lost 20 metres already. Short again. Dixon.
Release.
Still on the 10-metre line, the Highlanders. They go short side this time, looking for Naholo again, but Becuous rips him up. Great tackle from the second rower. Blues fighting for this ball. It's very slow possession. Very slow. Here it comes now. The Blues get it back. Cowan to Lai. West. Oh, West is knocked on. Mistake there from the Blues. And the Highlanders get it back on the 10-metre line. Ainley looks left and he finds support. And it's the number 7s who will battle here. Pierre, cutting them up again, finds Flake on his left, it's another foot race, he'll be too quick, once again he's in for a double. That is super play, something special from the Blues, and how good is Charles Pierre delivered the ball out to Cornflakes to score. 17-7 the score, he's got a double Flake. Look at that delivery from Pierre. And once again, it was Renata who had the final chance to stop him. Just didn't have the speed to catch up with Flake. Look at that ball. Wow. A special delivery from Charles Pierre. Both of them now have found their mark with Flake, who has scampered and scored great tries for the Blues. He's got a double, and he is looking very good this season. Well, that puts this game a little bit past a late comeback for the Highlanders. There's still time, definitely still time. As here's a conversion, no worries there for Ihia West. And the scoreline now up to 19 points to 7. And the man back from the bin. Well, how much of a boost was that for the Blues? They lose Mealamu to the sin bin for 10 minutes, yet they come away with a 7-pointer. Thanks to Brendan O'Connor turnover. Then it was Pierre carving through the middle. Great stuff, and that is what this team can do. Mealamu, ball back to him straight away. O'Connor to West, throws it out the back door. Halai picks up, goes to Woodcock. Woodcock over the top to O'Connor. Flake's involved. Woodcock again. Halai trying to run away. Gets taken. Good tackle. Naholo on his man, takes him down on the 22. West goes back to Pierre, who's going to hit this upfield. And Renata's waiting back there. He looks to his right. It's there for Baker. First time we've really seen anything from Kurt Baker. As they keep it alive for Walden. He's been great tonight. And it's an offload. Nicely win to Baker. But Visaneer takes him down. Try saving tackle once again for Visaneer. Here's Walden, goes short to Parker, he offloads beautifully, and it's Hardy, who's made a few good breaks tonight again for the Highlanders. Short, running straight at the line.
Release.
No way through there for the Highlanders, and the Blues, oh, just about turn that over. Here's Elliot Dixon, oh, a high tackle. Luatua on Elliot Dixon, two big men, and that is a big collision as well. Surely tap here for the Highlanders. They could give themselves a bonus point if they could score. Oh, that is monstrous. Oh, Hayden Parker has been destroyed as here's Hardy. Trying to run away, Luatua. Luatua turns him over. And Stephen Luatua, great work at the breakdown. Here's O'Connor. Beckuous firing it wide. Melamu takes a tackle. Finds Pierre. Flake, one-on-one gives it to Halai. Here's Frank Halai, stepping away from Renata. Oh, he's running. Oh, he's taken. Good tackle. Oh, the Highlanders fullback has been skinned a few times tonight. As here come the Highlanders. Turnover and Brendan O'Connor. Great tackle against Hardy. The two number 7s are going hammer and tong here. Naholo. Oh, Aaron Smith gets a high one from Charlie Faumuina. Wow, what a battle it's been between Hardy and O'Connor. And speaking of Hardy, he's coming off and Nasi Manu is taking his place, which I'm sure that will see Elliot Dixon move to the open side to allow Manu to go to number 8. Here is Parker. They're going to tap it again, though, and they're going to keep running. There is Dixon. Smith looking wide for Parker. Throws a dummy. Now he gives it out to Baker. Beautiful ball back inside for Walden. He's running free now into centre field. He's caught from Pierre, and Flake picks up the intercept. Tuipulotu, Luatua, he's knocked it on, and that could well signal the end of this match. It will indeed. The knock-on from Luatua will be the final act. A great final little segment of this match. Ehire West flying through, pick that up, and there is full time. Well, another good performance from the Blues. You may well think that they could have underestimated this Highlanders team. But come the end of the day, they have got the result they have required. A valiant effort from the Highlanders. They're a better team than people give them credit for, but they've fallen short here in their season. Goes bad to worse now. Their 5th loss from 6 matches. The Blues too good tonight. They soldier on with another victory, and they are looking great for an end of season appearance at this early stage already. The final score 19-7. Flake, he was the go-to man. 2 tries for him. Tavita with 1. There was 3 tries, 2 of them converted altogether from Ehire West. As for the Highlanders, Walden with 1 and Parker, the conversion is all they managed, but you have to say credit to the Highlanders. It looked like they could have scored a lot more. The full-time stats, possession 53-47. The Highlanders pulled it back a long way, and they even turned territory on his head to take a 61-39 stake in that stat. Handling errors are a big one in the end. The Blues made quite a few, 13-3, and in the end as well made more tackles, 51-44. The Blues get the points though in the bank, and that's what matters. Once again, thanks to the performance of Flake, they see themselves in the winner's circle, 4 points on the table. Let's see how they look now after this match and who we have next week in the Super Rugby Road to the World Cup. So a handful of matches have taken place from round 8 and 9 since the Blues' 19-7 win over the Highlanders. A great performance from the Highlanders. You have to remember, the Chiefs smashed them 49-19. But then think the other hand, the Blues only just beat the Chiefs, so you would expect the Blues would put the damage on the Highlanders, but a good performance from the Highlanders has restricted the Blues to only 19 points to 7. I think the Highlanders should be quite happy with how that one went. Other results from that round: the Brumbies over the Lions, the Crusaders taking out the Sharks, that's a big result. Waratahs a close win over the Hurricanes, Western Force 10-point win over the Rebels, Stormers 26-22 over the Cheetahs. Into round 9 has been a couple of matches. Brumbies 28-6 over the poor old Highlanders, who are struggling still, and the Chiefs 16-8 over the Reds. So next match still at home, still at Eden Park, are the Blues up against the Hurricanes. Standings now in the New Zealand Conference, the Chiefs lead the way, still with that 2-point buffer thanks to bonus points and that match in hand that they have. The Blues though undefeated, and they are looking very good here. Crusaders below, 10 points behind on 17, Hurricanes 15, Highlanders 5. In South Africa it's the Sharks 19 and the Bulls on 17 leading the way for the South Africans. Stormers 10, Cheetahs 7, Lions on just a lowly 1 point. in Australia. The Waratahs are leading the way there, with the Brumbies not far behind, 26 for the Brumbies, 30 for the Waratahs. The Reds still in with a chance there, they're on 20. The Western Force 17, but the Rebels, well, they're having a shocker, they're on just 2. So round 9 of the competition sees the Blues stay at Eden Park, and they'll be up against the Hurricanes, who are 4th in the New Zealand Conference, 12 points adrift of the Blues. But as we've seen, the Highlanders showed they know how to put in a performance, and the Blues are still not at 100%. They're relying very heavily on their key new man, Flake, which is why we're watching the series. He is the go-to man. He is the man on a mission to get his road to the World Cup carrying on. It's all or nothing here. If he has a failure of a Super Rugby season, it will mean no All Black jumper for the Rugby Championship. That is the goal. That's where we're heading. The Hurricanes are the next hurdle on the way. Blues, Hurricanes, Eden Park, round 9 of the Super Rugby competition. I'll see you then. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.